So guys, welcome to the work diary. So I'm going to be doing like these random videos of some of the projects that I get involved in and what I actually do. So obviously some of the channel on here is a lot like how-to videos and things of that nature. So usually doing like how to do this and how to do that. You'll get the thing. You can see in my video selection there's a variety of things to do. But I thought it'd be good. Excuse the hand over the camera lens there, just to get involved with some of the projects that I do. Now, this particular house was tenanted. I worked on it about 10 years ago and got it ready for a tenant to move in, and they moved in. So it's what's been referred to as a weed grow house. So what they've basically done is sublet it, and it got turned into a weed grow. Now you probably noticed behind me it doesn't look like a weed grow. No, because I've been working on it all over before Christmas, and I've resumed back in the new year here in 2025. So you probably see behind me the ceiling and the walls plastered, and I'm going to flip the camera around in a minute so you can see what I'm doing. There's a bit of a mess actually at the moment, but you'll get an idea. It is a proper building site at the moment. But I'm just going to talk you through the house. So like I said, hand over the camera again. What an idiot. So anyway, let's get on with this. So yeah, you can clearly see I've taken the radiator off the wall, and the doors were hanging off anyway because they just seem to come off the hinges. You see, plastered all the walls. There was originally a built-in wardrobe here, and it was removed by the people that were growing weed. There was like blinds and everything up there, so I had to take them down so I could skim all these walls down, and obviously do the thing. There's a burglar alarm there, it doesn't work, so taking it off wall just so I could skim the wall there. And obviously I've done the ceiling. So the ceiling had like some holes in it. It wasn't too bad actually, but it had holes where the fitted wardrobe was across the top there, and here was where they punched a hole through the wall for the ducting. And I think I remember correctly, there was a hole there as well where the ducting came through, and it was punched into the chimney breast here. So there's a chimney breast behind this wall, and they'd used that wall to get the ducting through. So obviously a lot of this is a mess, and it's not been decorated for a while, so we're just going to tart it up. We're not going to spend a lot of money on it. Here you can see there's the screws and all sorts in the frames and everything. This is what they've used to hold 6mm cable onto the walls, and they had a consumer unit here, and they ran all these cables. So you can see the doors have been numbered as well, 2, 3, and I think that's number 1 there, 1, 2, 3. So they numbered them and categorised the doors, so they knew which rooms had which in, I suppose. But there's all sorts of damage that's caused by this, and it's kind of like superficial. It's like the floors, I've had to replace floorboards, and where they've come up through the floor from the room below. Like this room, I've skimmed the ceiling completely because of all the holes that was in that room. There's holes here where they've run the cables through the wall for some reason. They could have just gone through the door because it's not there. This room again, holes in the ceiling. There was one there, you can just see the square of it, I think, in the plaster, where I put a piece of plasterboard in. And obviously, like I said, we're trying not to spend too much money because we need to get it turned around and either re-rented or sold. But it is such a mess what they do. I mean, these doors they've no handles on or anything at the moment. Like down in the staircase here, I remember decorating this staircase 10 years ago, and most of it's not too bad. But yeah, so this here is some of the furniture in the porch. This is a new doors had to be put on because the police kicked it down. This is the only room they didn't use for the weed grow. There's a badass television there, and there's all sorts, because the tenant just abandoned it and sublet it, but apparently she's still registered here, I think. There's a mattress there. Going to this now, this is a room I haven't really touched much. Yeah, because I've got to get into this one. So they boarded this up. This goes into the kitchen. Now you can't tell this on the camera, but absolutely stinks, does this room. Absolutely vile as well, because it's got rats running around. But there you can see they'd started chipping off the plaster there, and there's obviously 2 holes in the ceiling here. So this is what the rooms upstairs were like. So we're not going to reskim this ceiling. It's too big for me to do on my own, I think. So I'm going to patch this one up and just fill it in, and it should be right. But like I said, these are all the screws for holding up the thing, so all this needs to be filled. And in here, this is where the boiler is. So they turned all the electrics off for the boiler, and so it didn't activate the alarm as well. So yeah, it's a big house, is this, to be honest, but it is what it is. In here, this is the kitchen, and as you can see, it's just full of shit. And there's all the food and the coffee and whatever else, and bowls washing up, and it all just needs one big skip and chucking out of this, because this is a lot of waste rubbish as well. It's not like that's why there's so many rats in here. Don't want to spend too long here because it absolutely stinks. It's like there's a dead body in there, so which it probably is, but yeah. So there you go. I've got quite a bit of work to do with this one, and trying to get it done, especially in the snow, because it's snowing. Yeah, it's been about -5. I've had a few issues with the van. I've done a video of me doing some work on the van, so you'll see that pop up on my timeline soon. But yeah, this is the state of the house. I mean, it like I say, it needed redecorating, but it's getting complete refurbishment at the moment. Which I'd like to be able to plaster all the other walls, but again, I don't think it's in the budget. This is the bathroom. Obviously been using it to get me plaster water. There's loads of soil and stuff, so these need a good clean. The bath needs a good clean. There's another hole in the ceiling, just patch that one up for now. Like I said, they did try to go up in the loft. You can just about see some of the ducting there that's left behind. But yeah, of course, what a thing to leave on the wall. So yeah, there's a lot of work to do. And this polythene here stuff is what they left behind for the weed growth. They put this down on the floor and up on the walls, so there's loads of staples in the walls, so it's been a right pain to do. There you see outside, the weather's absolutely terrible at the moment. That road is like an ice rink. I struggled to get the van up here, so I've just had to put a new clutch in that van. So like I said, there's going to be a video of that soon, and it's not so much a how-to video, it's just to show you what I've been doing on it. Some people might be interested in that, I don't know. There you go. There you go, this is the weed grow house. So there you go, this is my new section of the channel, my work diaries. And it's a good way of documenting what you're doing. Like I said, I spent a good couple of weeks here before Christmas getting this plastering done. I've got all the skating boards to sand down as well. Could do with some labourers or something. But my business can't afford to employ people, so like I'm just in this room here trying to strip the wallpaper off now. My intention is just to use lining paper on this now. I'm not going to bother too much skimming walls with this one. I've got all the wardrobes over, so yeah, I really just need a good paint, a good sand and paint some of these. They're full of clothes at the moment because the tenant has not been back for anything, and so there's toys and clothes in there. Yeah, it's just another abandoned property by a tenant, really. Which is a bit sad because there's like loads of clothes in here. Like, if they've got kids. Like, what can you do? What does one do? There's like furniture and everything. No beds, the beds are in the garage outside. Probably wet through now, but here's another cupboard full of toys and whatever else. It's yeah, so there you go. That's what we're up to. So there you go. There's a day in the life of me. So obviously I probably won't do this on a daily basis. Might do this on a weekly basis because obviously you get through some work. But if I'm doing anything that's interesting, how-to videos and stuff like that, I'll probably do some while I'm here again. Because I'm going to have to get the sprayer out and just blitz it with a sprayer, I think. Get the mist coats on it and everything, especially on a new place. But like I say, I'm trying to strip this bedroom now at the moment and crack on with that so we can get the lining paper on and get it some bit like, so it looks a bit more like a house and less like a bomb's hit it. But there you go. So anyway guys, let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and don't forget to like the video. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you in another video soon. Thanks for watching.